For many years I had wanted to go to Holland and Belgium to see the windmills and the tulips. I didn't realize that so many other people had the same desire. We arrived in Amsterdam and were brought to our ship, the 162-passenger MS River Aria. We took a boat ride through some of the many canals in Amsterdam. Amsterdam is the capital and largest city of the Kingdom of the Netherlands. Located in the Dutch province of North Holland, Amsterdam is referred to as the Venice of the North, for its large number of canals. Amsterdam was founded at the mouth of the Amstel River, which was dammed to control flooding. Originally a small fishing village in the 12th century, Amsterdam became a major world port during the Dutch Golden Age of the 17th century, when the Netherlands was an economic powerhouse. Amsterdam was the leading center for finance and trade, as well as a hub of secular art production. In the 19th and 20th centuries, the city expanded and new neighborhoods and suburbs were built. The city has a long tradition of openness, liberalism, and tolerance. Cycling is key to the city's modern character, and there are numerous biking paths and lanes spread throughout. On Monday morning we cast off and head to Enkhuizen, Netherlands. Our ship goes through a unique lock, which passes over a highway. Our first stop is to try some of the local seafood, including herring.
Pick it up from the tail. Yes. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa.
Enkhuizen was one of the harbor towns from where overseas trade with the East Indies was conducted. It received city rights in 1355. In the mid-17th century, Enkhuizen was at the peak of its power and was one of the most important harbor cities in the Netherlands. However, due to a variety of reasons, notably the silting up of the harbors, Enkhuizen lost its position to Amsterdam. In the evening, a group of musicians and dancers entertained us on the ship, exhibiting local costumes, dancing, and music. The next morning we had a home-hosted visit in the town where we learned about life there. In the afternoon we took a boat ride to the Zuiderzee Museum. Here there are more than 140 houses, workshops, a church and a working windmill. You can walk through authentic Dutch streets, and along the old harbor with its wooden sailing vessels. Wednesday we dock in Dordrecht and take a bus to Rotterdam. Rotterdam is the second largest city in the Netherlands, after the national capital of Amsterdam. The Rotterdam metropolitan area, with a population of approximately 2.7 million, is the 10th largest in the European Union and the most populous in the country. Rotterdam is Europe's largest seaport. The near-complete destruction of the city centre during the World War II German bombing has resulted in a varied architectural landscape.
And then you see here this building, you see how ornate it is. It's very, very rich, very beautiful. It has been used very long time as a city hall part, a department. It was not the main city hall.
The Kinderdijk windmills are a group of 19 windmills in the Alblasserud polder, in the province of South Holland, Netherlands. Most of the mills are part of the village of Kinderdijk in the municipality of Molenlinden, and one mill, De Blokker, is part of the municipality of Alblasserdam. Built in 1738 and 1740, to keep water out of the polder, it is the largest concentration of old windmills in the Netherlands and one of the best-known Dutch tourist sites. The mills are listed as national monuments and the entire area is a protected village view since 1993.
The garden of a windmill, ladies and gentlemen. Miller was mostly self-sufficient, so they had their own garden, chicken, rabbits. We have some goats, but they're still inside. Pear trees, apple trees. Miller was mostly self-sufficient.
And the windmills are very important because we have so much water here. We are living in a bathtub, more or less. So we have to keep our feet dry. It costs a lot of money, a lot of tax. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, luckily we have these windmills. They are claimed to be from Persia. The French brought them in and the Dutch added value to them. And so now we live in machines. This is the oldest one we have here. The other ones are all built in the 1740s, 1745, something like that. And they're all still working.
Dordrecht is known for its picturesque alleyways, beautiful historical city center, and over 1,000 monuments, making it a charming destination. Dordrecht was granted city rights in 1220, making it one of the oldest cities in the Netherlands, and it has a rich history as a former residence of the Counts of Holland. Keukenhof, also known as the Garden of Europe, is one of the world's largest flower gardens. Keukenhof Park covers an area of 79 acres and approximately 7 million flower bulbs are planted in the gardens annually. While it is widely known for its tulips, Keukenhof also features numerous other flowers, including hyacinths, daffodils, lilies, roses, carnations and irises. Keukenhof is only open to the general public for a world-renowned 8-week tulip display from mid-March to mid-May, with peak viewing arriving near mid-April, depending on growing season weather, which varies annually. In 2019, 1.5 million people visited Keukenhof, equivalent to 26,000 visitors per day. We arrived in Zierikzee when the city was celebrating the king's birthday. It is traditional to wear bright orange clothing. Children are encouraged to sell items. This teaches them how to negotiate, make some money, and hopefully learn how to save what they earned. Ghent is the capital and largest city of the province of East Flanders, and the third largest in the country, after Brussels and Antwerp. It is a port and university city. The city originally started as a settlement at the confluence of the rivers Scheldt and Lea. In the late Middle Ages, Ghent became one of the largest and richest cities of Northern Europe, with some 50,000 people in 1300. After the late 16th century, Ghent became a less important city, resulting in an extremely well-preserved historic center, that now makes Ghent an important destination of tourism. Antwerp has one of the biggest ports in the world, ranking second in Europe after Rotterdam and within the top 20 globally. The city is also known as the hub of the world's diamond trade. Antwerp's architecture is a blend of old and new, with a cultural heritage spanning from the Gothic and Renaissance periods to contemporary designs. In the 16th century, the city was noted for the wealth of its citizens. The houses of these wealthy merchants and manufacturers have been preserved throughout the city. And so ends our wonderful trip to Holland and Belgium. Some of us continued on to Bruges for the post-trip, while others headed back home to the United States.